You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network.
You are rocking with the hottest. Put your hands up for the boss. Get ready.
Your Highness.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JP the Ticket. Giving you that grease.
That's right, Las Vegas and all my sports bettors around the world. You're rocking with the boss of the big board, JP the Ticket. Want to give out a shout out to my main man, SeanP, with that dope beat. You're rocking with the boss of the big board, JP the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express, live from the VSX Digital Studios, talking a little bit of NBA playoffs tonight. Big matchup between the Portland Trail Blazers and the LA Lakers. But talking the recaps today and tonight's game, my main man, Zach Weiss from SportiTood podcast, going to be jumping on the line with us right now, talking some NBA. Zach, how you doing?
JB, let's get it, man. I'm good. NBA all day. We got, day 4 of this, and I'm living the life, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Great. I love this.
I'm glad, man. We're glad to have your excitement, all of your energy. We're going to be talking straight money again. You can follow Zach on Instagram at SportiTood. That's spelling the word sport, the letter I, and then Tood, T-O-O-D. So let's jump into it really quickly. Right before we got online, we were just talking about it. Today's action in the Western Conference, rotation number 113, the Oklahoma City Thunder going to play in the bubble versus rotation number 714, the Houston Rockets. OKC got absolutely obliterated throughout that entire game. It was a beatdown. I haven't seen anything that bad in a long time, okay? Houston Rockets up 2-0. It was lights out. These guys were getting wide open threes. They were shooting all over the place, getting everything that they wanted on the court. Defensively, held OKC to under 100 points yet again. So if you took the over in this game, it was another terrible situation for you because that defense is the devil for Houston. However, the wide open threes Houston was getting is what buried OKC. Those guys weren't playing any defense. They were a terrible dog. Got you no cash. So, again, Zach, your insights on that. Let's talk about it. Where do you see the Oklahoma City Thunder going? Is this going to be a series or is this going to be a broom and the dustpan? Are we looking for the sweep? Go ahead.
So I hate to say this, JB. I really like the Thunder coming into this, especially with Westbrook out. But the down 0-2, whenever Chris Paul's out, as good as SGA is, we talked about this last time, they just don't have enough help. But Steven Adams was 4 for 4, 8 points, 11 rebounds, but he was a minus 26. Chris Paul is a minus 36. I don't know what on earth happened to JB. I think it's going 5 games. Houston is getting done. And I feel terrible for the Thunder. They don't got it.
Well,
the Thunder, they don't have it.
The Thunder are just looking bad. I mean, you're talking about SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 37 minutes, 31 points, decent point per minute efficiency. But when you go down the rest of the list, Danilo Gallinari, he got 17 points in 33 minutes. Chris Paul, 37 minutes, 14 points. And Dennis Schroeder finally getting back into the game, 32 minutes, only 13 points, working back into his sea legs. So when you're talking about a team that can't get 2 or 3 guys, how do you think they're going to pull out a win? Because they're certainly not going to be able to do it with defense.
We're going to have to see. I think that they're going to get game 3. I think it's going to happen Saturday, Jay. I think
it's going to happen Saturday. You can get that game, too, guys, on FUBO TV. That's right. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Get your 7 days free. Click the live TV link. Be sure to watch the NBA playoffs this weekend for free. And when you win, pay for your subscription. So Oklahoma City Thunder, I think they're out in 4. It's a bubble. There's no travel. This is basically a wipeout for me. Take OKC off of your board. And jumping into tonight's action, big game. LeBron's got to show up. Rotation number 717, the Portland Trail Blazers in the bubble versus the LA Lakers. Rotation number 718. The Lakers have not been getting it done. It's playoff time. It's basketball time. The load management is over, but they couldn't take game 1. So it is either one of 2 things for me. Too much Damian Lillard or too little LA Lakers. Zach, your thoughts?
Yeah, so LeBron, Jay, had the first ever 20-point, 15-rebound, 15-assist game, but that's meaningless to me. The fact is LeBron James scored 23 points.
That's harsh.
The Cavs win. Here's the thing, Jay. It is, but the LeBron teams win in the playoffs when he scores 35 to 40. Yeah, these assists are great, and they counted for, 40 other points? But he's passing Danny Green and KCP, who combined to go 4 of 21. And you look on the other end, Damian Lillard, plus 19 net rating. Wenyen Gabriel, the unsung hero, 16 minutes, plus 12 net rating, covered AD very well despite the fouls. But, Jay, they just can't keep up with the shooting. I think the Lakers are going to make it interesting tonight. I'm not going to declare a winner yet. But Dame, CJ, Gary Trent, Melo can all hit no matter what their percentages are when the game is on the line, and that cannot be said of the Lakers players. And that's what made the difference when Kuzma and Caruso
Wow,
were missing.
digging on the L.A. Lakers right now. Zach Weiss, you heard it here. He said throw it out with the bathwater. The L.A. Lakers could be in trouble tonight. Now, let's take a look at some of the statistics from Game 1. Now, when I take a look at Game 1, low-scoring game, if you took the over, you didn't get there, but 100-93. So if you're talking about an offensive side of the ball with the Portland Trail Blazers, what do you see from a defensive side of the ball? If they're able to hold the Lakers under 100 points tonight, I'm saying guaranteed win. The line right now for the L.A. Lakers is -6, -6.5. If you can get it 6.5, 7 points with Damian Lillard on the other side, it's an easy point total for me. But on the defensive side, if you want to go game total, where do you think that's going to end up? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think overall points going to be a lot higher, Jay. Anthony Davis is going to come out, I think, and be more aggressive and stop taking these little step-back shots. He's one of the best players in the game. He's going to show it. I think LeBron James, who's going to be covered by a combination of Wenyen Gabriel, Mario Hezonja, Gary Trent, Carmelo Anthony, is going to feast. So while I did just diss the Lakers, I do think they have a lot they have to fix. I don't think the Lakers can cover that. If they win, it's going to be by 6 or less. I don't see a blowout. Portland is one of the most fiery 8 seeds we've seen maybe since the We Believe Warriors in 2007.
Talking about a long dog in the Portland Trail Blazers. Again, you can watch this game tonight on FUBO TV. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. We got ESPN. We're cheaper than cable. No credit check, no collections, no deposit. Click the live TV link. Why wouldn't you do it? I'm giving you the weekend games absolutely free. You can watch it, and when you win your bet, pay for your subscription. That's going to get you where you want to be. So, again, talking this NBA playoffs. Got tomorrow's game, Zach. Looking at this situation again, want to give a shout-out to my main man, Zach Weiss from SportiTood Podcast. Follow him on Instagram at SportiTood. Also want to give a shout-out to my man, SeanP, with this dope beat that you're hearing in the background. Again, you'll be able to check him out coming on the show in a couple of weeks to talk some Chicago sports with me. So, again, tomorrow's games, looking at the line, Denver, Utah, rotation number 723. Shout-out to my main man over at DenverSportsBetting.com. My main man, Ryan Garcia, just had a little bit of a surgery, but we're hoping that you stay safe and do well. Do you think Denver has a chance to get another win here? Go ahead.
Yep, I think Donovan Mitchell's had 2 great games. The Jazz might get Mike Conley back, but Michael Porter Jr.'s got that confidence back that he had in the regular season restart game with Porter, Murray, and Jokic. And if Craig can avoid foul trouble, Jay, with a lineup closing the game, likely of Murray, Craig, Grant, Porter, and Jokic, that's 5 scorers. That's 4 very good defenders and 1 guy that's still learning. I think they stop Utah because they got depth that Utah doesn't have.
That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Next game tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, rotation number 725. The Boston Celtics are playing in the bubble versus the Philadelphia 76ers, rotation number 726. I took a look at the Sixers bench last night. Looked terrible. Heads were down. Weren't even fighting. They were knocked out before they got on the court, man. Do you think Boston brings out the broom and the dustpan for another sweep in the Eastern Conference? Go ahead.
I think, Boston gets the sweep, Jay. I hate this for Embiid. It's going to bring on a long offseason. They paid Tobias Harris $180 million. They have no point guard, and I just don't think they have the continuity. No bench, no nothing. It's Embiid versus the world. They got nothing. I hate it. Brett's getting fired. They're blowing it up in Philly, Jay.
That's what's going to be happening up there. I know it's an end of a weird era. Tons of superstars. You got your poor boy on the bench. He's hurt again. Can't make a jump shot in Ben Simmons, but we hope to sell his jersey. Check us out. We got Fanatics on the website if you're a Sixers fan. Hate to do that to you, but looks like you're going to take an L tomorrow. Last game before we go. Shout out to my main man David over at the 76. Get your fix at the 76. If you need your snacks or your gas, step over there. My main man David will hook you up on Sahara. Clippers, rotation number 727. In the bubble versus the Mavericks, rotation number 728. Luka and Porzingis showed they had the grease last night. Do you think they can get it done tomorrow? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I think that Dallas goes up 2-1. It should be 3-0. Porzingis was wrongly ejected. You got KP getting hot. You got Luka getting hot. And Jay, Steph Curry, and Tim Hardaway are giving them buckets. How about Trey Burke? He's back in Michigan right now the way he's playing. And I love to see that.
That's what I'm talking about. You heard it here. My main man, Zach Weiss from the SportiTood podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by. NBA playoffs, VSX. Go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Get your links, get your VPN protected, get your free TV, and get your bankroll. Hit the window or go online. Make those bets and beat that line. Get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Tech Head.
Yo. You're in the mix. World's finest, man.
Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease. Basketball season is heating up, so stay in the game with FUBO TV. Get the NBA, NCAA, FIBA, and more. Get 7 days free at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled. Get FUBO